Fire types are one of my very first types I ever fell in love with in the Pokemon series, but I never realized how hard it might be to do an Egglocke only using them. So today I'll be trying to be an Egglocke in Pokemon Black 2 using only fire types. These are the rules I'll be using during the run, which is a mix of hardcore and normal, the biggest being able to use consumable items since I'll be completely blind knowing what I'm fighting next, which I'll explain later. So let's see how far I can get in my first mono run. To give you an idea how hard this run is going to be, this is actually the second attempt I tried. In the first one I had beat the second gym, but only had one single Jolly Nature Litwick before going to Castelia City, and already knew it was a lost cause. Luckily this time though, our first Pokemon in the run is going to be a Darumaka that I named Wukong. He's actually super cracked because it's not only a lonely nature giving us a plus in attack, but we also got the hustle ability which boosts his attack but for the cost of accuracy. So here's to hoping we hit our shots. We also get a root fossil in our first city shop, which I like to count as our encounter for that city in my Nuzlockes. So our second egg is going to be a Panseer named Pan. She has a relaxed nature, which isn't horrible, so we'll take it for now. Our third egg we get is a Vulpix named Kurama, my favorite dude in Naruto. It's a hardy nature, which is a neutral nature for us. The only problem is we already have two mons that require firestones to evolve, so it's looking like a small situation. We do find a Quick Law though on Route 19, which could help with outspeeding things in the future. In the next town shop, we find some great early items. We get fire gems, enigma berries, shell bells, and a dome fossil for another encounter, but I decided to wait on it for now since we just got one. Getting fire boosting items this early is crazy lucky since we're going to be trying to power through resistances like water and rock using Sunny Day hopefully in the future.
Where are they?
Who, man? What are you talking about?
Team Plasma. I need them for my sister.
Okay, man, just tell me what...
They're around here. I can sense them. I can feel them. I can taste them. Let's fight.
I go ahead and one-shot our rival and get our ranch encounter being Charmander that I named Pyro. And just like in Smash, this thing will be pretty OP later on when it evolves, even with a careful nature. Wukong is also starting to cook because we get Fire Fang right before the first gym, giving us a huge advantage. So here's why this run is a bit different. It might be why I'm going to go back to vanilla trainers in the future. Not only are the trainers randomized with similar strength, making it a challenge no matter what, but every gym and Elite Four member now have a new type theme, and sadly I can't fully prepare for what I'm about to fight because of that. But luckily, Charon's gym goes from a normal type to a steel type, making it an easy farm session for us. I'll take it because we actually lost Zaman here in my first run because he became an electric type instead. And with just spamming Fire Fang non-stop, we get our first gym badge easily against Charon. Burbank City is next, and the shop is crazy good. We get a Silk Scarf, a Zap Plate, and the best part, a Magmarizer. Now, in normal games, you would need to trade with this item to get a Magmortar, but with a new option I turned on, we only need to have Magmar hold it while leveling up to evolve. It's pretty convenient. The next encounter I got is a Cyndaquil named Bill with a timid nature, which is pretty much perfect for us too. And then Burbank Complex also got us a Magpie named Beef that is also timid nature. It might seem like I'm cheating, but I think I hit the luck for the whole year already. Now we just need to not run into an early run killer. Oh god, no, not water already. I have nothing to fight it yet. This might be it, is what I would say if I wasn't lucky. Cian Chinchou gave me a scare, but luckily it became an electric type gym, making it a fair fight for us. We even got to evolve both Pyra and Bill because of the level cap, which gave us our carrying move, Dragon Rage. And just like I said, Pyra destroyed this gym easily with Dragon Rage spamming all her Pokemon, giving us our second badge. I was already feeling better about this run just because we had a full team before heading to Castelia City. I quickly do another run through Route 20 for some items and find one of the best items for us in this playthrough, a Flame Plate. This is going to boost our fire damage by a lot for future battles. And with that, we are off to Castelia City. In the Castelia sewers, our encounter is a Ponyta named Spirit that is timid nature. This isn't bad, but Ponyta is a little bit more physical than special in base stats, so we'll see what we do with them. Next was the third gym, Berg, and things were about to get really sweaty. I had to hit the Miriam pose just to think of a way out because Berg decided to switch to ground types, one of the 3 types I'm super weak against. And it gets so bad that we actually lose Wukong because I got arena trapped and bulldozed by a Diglett sadly, which really hurts my team. But there's no time to cry about that, because it was time to see if this was my early run killer. Berg starts off with Onyx, which isn't too bad because everyone knows he's a bulky boy, but he does no damage. This allows me to start with Pyra and go straight for Dragon Rage. I even make him waste a Hyper Potion, which is good. Onyx goes down and in comes Sandshrew. Unfortunately, I'm too low to fight this at the moment, so I switch into Pan, and luckily, Sandshrew only has Swift, I think, allowing us to safely take it out with a boosted Flame Burst. Now comes out the big problem, Golem. This thing at this level has Rock Throw, which pretty much one-shots everything I can send out, sadly. But we are faster. So I make the decision to sacrifice Pan while going for a Yawn. I then switch into Bill and start going for some smoke screens to try and not get hit. Golem sadly gets a Rock Throw and Bill lives on 5 HP left, which activates his Oran Berry. I then decided to keep going with smoke screens since Golem was already asleep and hope it would miss on the turn it wakes up. I switched into Kurama and go for a Super Potion on Pyra and then do a Fire Gem boosted Fire Spin for passive damage. I needed to stall as long as I could so I could get into a Dragon Rage zone so I could just take it out. Unfortunately, Golem does get through and one-shots Kurama. We switched into Pyra to go for the Dragon Rage and was barely off by a sliver of health, which activates its Citrus. But thank God for the smoke screens, because Golem misses yet again next turn, and we finish him off with Dragon Rage, giving us our 3rd badge. This Nuzlocke is already giving me some gray hairs, and I just started. Oh, I see you're using only fire types for this run, I see. Yeah, it's been pretty rough at the moment. Great, wonderful. I just wanted you to know I'll be calculating your team and building a counter just for you. Ciao. On the next route, we get a Houndour named Mardoom. With a timid nature yet again, it's perfect for outspeeding stuff. I've been kinda hoping for adamant and modest natures, but I'm not gonna complain. We also get to evolve it because of our new level cap. And we also get a hardy nature Growlithe we named Doug for the Desert Resort encounter too. Next was Elisa, and she decided the new style was normal, so this shouldn't be much of a problem. Is what I would say if a Baneri didn't come out of nowhere and jump kick my Mardoom, making it the fastest death I've had so far. I go ahead and get our next encounter before fighting Elisa and get a Slugma named Balls. I don't expect this to last very long because Magcargo is horrible for this Mono run, being 4 times weak to 2 things. What isn't trash though is we finally evolved Beef into Magmar, giving us a huge power boost. When it came to the Elisa fight, it was a pretty clean sweep with Magmar. I did have to sacrifice Balls just to get a clean switch in to her final Pokemon, but we managed to win and we get our 4th badge. As a reward, I got to evolve Beef into the almighty Magmortar, making him our main carrymon for our team. This with a Flame Plate will give us enough to one-shot a lot of things in this run. Our next couple encounters are a Tepig named Chicken, and it's a neutral nature, which is great. And on the bridge, I got a Larvesta named Oof. A great name because this poor dude won't evolve until we have to fight the champion Iris at level 59, so he can wait in the box for now. Driftvale City, being the best city, had a ton of great items for me though. The store had a Firestone, which meant we could now get an Arcanine. There was free relics at the market for some reason, a free Expert Belt, and even a random charcoal on the ground. And as our last encounter before Clay, we get a quirky nature Numel named Nuh-Uh. This is actually great since it evolves right at this gym's level cap. Nuh-Uh is also great because we now cover Rock with Earth Power and have Lavapoon for more damage. And since apparently Clay has now turned into a poison gym, Nuh-Uh destroys Clay's team with Earth Power, giving us our 5th gym badge. My encounter before Chargestone gave me a mild nature Heatmore named Sucky. I swear I didn't come up with his name. And Chargestone Cave didn't have much in it. We did find a Soft Sand, which will help Nuh-Uh with his Earth powers. And unfortunately, we did lose Bill during a triple battle with a trainer, where they got crushed with Rock Slide. It hurts, but it isn't a horrible loss. But we did make it to Mistralton City. Our cave encounter gave us a naughty nature Torchic, which is awesome as well, but we're kind of squishy, so we gotta be careful with them. And this is a major shop for us too, because in Mistralton, they sell Sunny Day, which is the best thing for our fire team. It not only can boost the damage of fire moves, but also reduce the damage from incoming water attacks, which we'll need in case we run into a water gym soon. And funny enough, the next gym we are fighting, Skyla's, has become a full-on water gym, meaning I had to get Sunny Day to win this or else I'm just gonna lose right here. So I grind a bit and sell some things in order to get Sunny Day and put it on all my mons pretty much. because I had a setting that keeps the TM to avoid crazy grinding. We also can fully evolve the rest of our team before the fight, making us as strong as we possibly can. And so, it was time to fight Skyla. She starts with a Basculin, which is scary since it could have adaptability. I go straight for Sunny Day as it goes for Aquatail, which still does more than half to beef, but luckily, we burn him with Flame Body, making him pretty useless now. I go ahead and heal as Basculin makes its worst mistake possible. It soaks me, turning me into a water type and eliminating my weakness. I lose my stab with fire of course, but now I don't have a weakness against our team now. Basculin goes down and in comes one of her original mons, Swanna. And this is where I'm glad I grinded because it starts using Rain Dance to boost its damage with water attacks. So it starts becoming a battle between weathers as we both start spamming Rain Dance and Sunny Day till we exhaust it. After what felt like 15 turns also of stalling from Air Slash, Swanna finally goes down to Wing Attack from Pyra, leaving her with one more mon. And this gets really bad because of course it's Seismitoad, a water and ground type. I had to think about who I needed to sacrifice and keep on my team because I knew I was going to lose somebody here. I switch into Chicken as it goes for Rain Dance, which is terrifying, but by some miracle though, it misses its boosted Muddy Water, giving me time to set up Sunny Day. And this is perfect because the AI is automatically going to go for Rain Dance, which I can counter with Sunny Day since I'm slower. So after Rain Dance is all gone, it goes for Muddy Water anyways, which still does a lot in the sun, as I go for Arm Thrust only doing a fourth of its HP. It misses a Muddy Water again, and I hit it with a Heat Crash which pops its Citrus Berry. Unfortunately, it lands a Muddy Water with an accuracy drop, which makes Chicken miss his next move, so I had to make the decision to sacrifice him for a clean switch in since I was broke from buying Sunny Day. Pyra comes in and goes straight for a Dragon Rage without getting hit, followed by a Flame Burst boosted by Flame Plate, leaving it in the yellow. Sadly, Skyla uses a Hyper Potion getting rid of all my progress, meaning we might need to sacrifice Pyra now for yet another clean switch. So I set up one final Sunny Day before she goes down and send in Spicy. And at a perfect timing, Spicy goes for a Black Belt boosted double kick, which got a crit on the first hit and manages to finish off the Seismitoad, giving us a victory against water. We lost two important mons, but it's better than wiping out the whole team. Our next encounter we get is a timid Torkoal named Shelly. The nature doesn't really help since she's slow, but she has great stats in her defense, making her a decent wall if we need it. After the plane ride, the only great thing that happens is the shop has a life orb in there, which is great in any kind of Nuzlocke you do. We also get a Chimchar with a brave nature named Wukong after our fallen hero Darumaka. Having him on with close combat is going to be pretty nice, especially with life orb on it. When we reach Undella Town, I start selling those relics I found in Driftvale to make some sort of compensation for my Sunny Day purchase. I was low on healing and just needed something, brother. We also get our last encounter of the whole run, which is a Litwick named Casper. After this, I can't get any more Pokemon since I've technically already got all the possible ones. When it came to the 7th gym, it decided Dragon was overrated and wanted to be a bug gym now, which should be the easiest thing in the world. Unfortunately, I do make one mistake against a Heracross, switching in Spicy and letting him get one-shotted by close combat. My poor Chicken man. But the gym leader was super easy since I had of course fire moves and acrobatics on Wukong because of Skyla, giving us the 7th gym badge. I was one gym badge away from completing at least the full set. We go ahead and evolve our Casper into Chandelier as well for hopefully a new carry on the team. And it's a good timing too because after Plasma decided to go apeshit with an ice cannon, I actually lost beef to a Plasma team member, which hurts a lot. This might be the deciding factor whether we beat this run now. We jump straight to the 8th gym to find it's become a Psychic gym now. Perfect timing just for Casper to sweep the whole gym with no sweat at all, giving us our final gym badge. Honestly, with everything we've been dealing with, I was already pretty satisfied with our progress whether we won or lose this run. Taking out both a ground and water gym with only fire types is really nice, especially if not knowing I'm about to fight. But then tragedy strike. During our raid on Plasma's ship, I lost Nuh-uh to Absol's Night Slash followed by a Future Sight. Another mon I really needed to continue this run with, and right before the bad Colors fight too. Ooh, well, welcome back. Listen, I'm not even gonna let you talk, because I'm on the schedule. So to make this short, according to my calculations and your poor Nuzlocking skills, you're fucked. And right he was. He led with not only a golem that destroyed both Sucky and Doug, but after taking it out, he had an Eviolite Marsh Taunt, which even when trying to stall out, managed to get a crit on Casper, and then somehow barely survived a stab close combat with Life Orb, letting him finish my team and finishing the run. I made a lot of mistakes, especially there because I didn't bring Shelly for defense since I had to use a Ducklet for Surf just to get there. But I had a lot of fun for my first Mono 8 run. I think I'll be changing a little bit of the rules around so I can strategize better in the future, but if you enjoyed, let me know by liking and subscribing. It helps me out and it's free. Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.